by Sears Tower. Hey, donkey. Here's to the mother of the mother road. What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric and this is the Get Me Outta Here vlog. Today is day 3 of the Route 66 road trip. We got in late last night, stayed at the Lincoln Motel in Chandler, Oklahoma, but there's a few amazing roadside attractions that I had to backtrack this morning to see. So my brother and I are east of Tulsa, Oklahoma, gonna hit up a few amazing locations and then drive west across the state of Oklahoma today through Oklahoma City, and our final destination will be Amarillo, Texas, in the Texas Panhandle. So behind me, and it's also raining very, very hard today. Stormy weather here in Oklahoma. So I'm gonna try to make this kind of quick, but this is a stop well worth seeing. Behind me are the totem poles, the Ed Galloway Totem Poles. It's a whole totem pole park here, just 3 miles off of Route 66. And the story is Ed Galloway was a folk artist, originally born in Springfield, Missouri, but lived here in Oklahoma, and he was inspired by Native American artwork through postcards and National Geographic magazines. And so he created this amazing totem pole park between the years of 1937 and 1961. And this is the biggest totem pole here in the park, and it is a 90-foot tall totem pole. So just want to walk around this real quick. They have a gift shop, and we'll be continuing on the way. This is so awesome looking. It's just absolutely beautiful. The color, the detail. That face there has like a snake in its mouth, and it's 90 feet tall. Look at that. Ed Galloway, what an amazing folk artist here in Oklahoma. Here is the back side of this giant totem pole. You can see the Native American tribes there on the bottom, the chiefs. And just, again, the color to this is just breathtaking. So this has been standing here for 61 years since Ed Galloway passed away. Look at that, they even have a lobster here on the backside. Look at that turtle on the bottom. I think that's a Native American, I don't know which tribe, it could have been several tribes that believed that the earth was a giant turtle and we were all living on its shell on top of it, on top of this giant turtle shell. I've heard that before in Native American folklore. Various tribes had those beliefs, but yeah, this is just absolutely breathtaking here. Near the town of Foyil, Oklahoma. Look at that on this other side. This weird beaked creature smoking a cigarette. And there's that bird. There's a sign that says, "Can you find the bird?" There it is. Found it. And again, that is not the only totem pole here, even though it's the biggest. There's several other smaller totem poles here at the Ed Galloway Totem Pole Park. All right, the rain is picking up. I'm going to see if we can't take a glimpse of the gift shop, and then we're going to keep moving on. The museum does not appear to be open. It is a Sunday morning, but this is called the Fiddle House, and I guess Ed Galloway also made fiddles. He carved wooden fiddles. They open at 10.
10:20.
Oh, it is 10:20. This is closed for some reason.
Yeah, they didn't come in.
Shoot, so I guess it is 10:20 in the morning right now, but they're not open. Let's see if I can get a quick look in there. There. Oh wow, there are wooden fiddles. Yeah, I see lots of wooden fiddles hanging on the walls back there. There's some more totem poles inside, but they are not open for whatever reason. All right, that's very cool, but we gotta move on. Hopefully I'll come back on a sunnier day. And the rain cleared up just in time to see the Blue Whale of Catoosa, Oklahoma, perhaps one of the most iconic roadside attractions, not only on Route 66, but also in the United States. It was built by a man named Hugh Davis, who is a zoologist at the Tulsa Zoo, and he decided to construct this massive blue whale on his property here. He owned this pond, this swimming hole that his kids love to swim and play around in. So he decided to come up with this idea to build a giant blue whale here on the pond, and he did just that. Between the years of 1970 and 1972, he constructed this massive blue whale for kids to enjoy themselves and families to come to the pond and use this watering hole right here off of Route 66. That is Route 66 right there. But this has got to be one of the most iconic roadside attractions in the United States. And what's awesome is you can still walk into this giant whale. Now they shun jumping into the water, they shun using that slide and swimming in this, so I'm not going to be doing that today. It's still actually kind of cold from the storm, but you can go inside the belly of the whale. All right, we are going to be swallowed by this giant whale. I don't know what this is supposed to be, like a stick? It's kind of a bony looking thing, but anyway, here we go. We're getting swallowed by the Blue Whale of Catoosa. We're in the belly of the beast. It's kind of a Pinocchio vibe to it, or maybe Jonah from the stories in the Bible. Jonah swallowed by the whale. It's also a Weezer song. But look at this, and you can actually, I don't know if you're able to climb up that or not, but you could. I think you can. The ladder's right here. Actually, you can climb up and get some better views of the pond and the surrounding park. Now there's a turtle down here. I'm going to try to be quiet, see if I can capture him. Oh, look, there's a turtle. Hey, buddy. Oh, there he goes. He's camera shy. Yeah, look at this. We're in the back of the whale. This is one of the highlights of Route 66 for sure. Oh yeah, there's another turtle. Two more turtles. See, even the turtles like to hang out on the blue whale.
This pond is full of them.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's turtles everywhere. There's also a heron over there as well. All right, we're gonna climb this ladder and get up near the blowhole of the blue whale. Look at this. I got the whole top to myself. It was raining out earlier and it's a Sunday, so not a lot of people hanging out at the blue whale, but I was here back in 2015 and this place was really, really busy. But look at that, on top of the Blue Whale of Catoosa, and there's some people wrote their names inside as well. Wow, this is so awesome being inside the iconic Blue Whale of Catoosa, and we're up above at the blowhole right there. But you know what? The acoustics in here are pretty good too. Me. Got a whale of a tale to tell you lads, a whale of a tale or two, about the flapping fish and the girls I've loved. On nights like this, with the moon above, a whale of a tale, and it's all true, I swear by my tattoo. Wow. Dang. I don't know if I can fit my head through this, but I'm at the front of the Whale of Catoosa. Look at this. Hey, the view's great at the front of the whale. Wait a minute, I'm up his nose. I'm stuck. I'm gonna go back inside it. You know, it is a nice view here at the front of the whale. Hey, he sneezed you out. How you feeling over there?
It's cold out here. I'm going back in.
It is a little boogery in here in the nose of the whale. Oh, all right. We're gonna head back downstairs. Yeah, again, you're not supposed to slide down. It is tempting until you see how green and full of algae this pond is. But yeah, back in the day, they used to go down these slides that are now fins. I guess they're fins. They're supposed to be fins, whale fins. Look at the steam, or the moisture, I should say, coming off the pond. We got a lot of rain this morning, so a lot of humidity in the air, but that's so cool. Kind of creates just a surreal image here of this Route 66 experience. Ahoy, matey! Gotta say, it's a nice view from on top of the whale tail of the pond. There's a lot of painted turtles in this pond, but yeah, here we are up high on the tail of the whale, the Blue Whale of Catoosa. This is so awesome. Just look at those teeth, the whale teeth, and I'm stepping out onto his tongue and being spit out by the whale. We are now outside of the whale. So long, Whale of Catoosa. It's good to see ya. We got a lot more ahead. We got to keep moving on west towards Tulsa. Look at the picnic tables too. I just wanted to point out they do have little whales holding the tables up. And really wanted to go into the gift shop, but it is closed today. It's a Sunday, so bummer. Gonna have to get hopefully they have t-shirts online or something, but yeah, was hoping to get something, but not today. Hugh Davis, the creator of the Blue Whale of Catoosa, also, the blue whale's right there, so just on the other side of the parking lot, created this ark and had a small wildlife park long time ago. It's been abandoned for decades, but this is the remnants of the ark that he made, kind of a Noah's Ark theme. And it looks like he had maybe animals, or maybe it was just a tourist attraction, so people would go through these swivel doors and into the ark. It's kind of a photo op. But it is not open anymore. It's just a remnant of the past. He also has these strange toadstool looking things sitting next to the ark. I don't know what these are made out of. Oh, it's like plastic with metal tubing. But it's pretty cool looking. They're all just here in a ring of mushrooms, a ring of toadstools.
Yesterday afternoon and last night, 12 to 3.
Rose Bowl. It's a big arch. Oh wow, that is cool looking. It's like a dome. Standing tall here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, it's the Golden Driller, a 75-foot tall statue that was completed in 1953 and made his debut here in front of the Tulsa Expo Center. This thing is enormous. And you can see his right hand is resting on an oil rig. Tulsa, Oklahoma is a big oil refinery and oil producing city, this whole region of Oklahoma. A lot of oil rigs, a lot of pickup trucks, a lot of pipeliners in these parts. Stated right here on this plaque, it says the Golden Driller, the symbol of the International Petroleum Exposition, dedicated to the men of the petroleum industry, who by their vision and daring have created from God's abundance a better life for mankind. May 12, 1966. This thing is enormous. It's the 6th tallest statue in the United States. The first is the Statue of Liberty, being over 150 feet tall, but this is 75 feet tall here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm gonna stand in between his legs. Why not? This is definitely the biggest statue I've ever seen. And yeah, this is just crazy. I mean, what's wild is I barely am taller than his boot. I'm sure there's probably more boot under here in theory, but yes, I'm about just barely taller than the driller's boot, to put this in reference. This thing is huge! What an awesome googie neon sign here at the Buck Adams Cosmic Curios here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now on day one, we saw the Gemini Giant in Illinois, but look at this. This is a new muffler man here on Route 66 known as Buck Adams. He's a cowboy that's also carrying a rocket. And at Buck Adams' feet are bricks with the names of people that I'm assuming donated to have this muffler man installed and created. You got the city of Tulsa brick right there. And I also wanted to point out that there is a Frank Lloyd Wright, that famous architect. I've seen Taliesin. He's one of the most famous architects in modern history. But he actually has a brick here dedicated Frank Lloyd Wright's only skyscraper, Price Tower in Beeville. So that's kind of random, but also very cool to see. Inside, they've got a gift shop next to the Muffler Man. You can get all kinds of Buck Adams, Tulsa gifts, memorabilia. Loving these t-shirts with the cowgirl riding a rocket, coffee mugs, hats. They even have a lot of robot themes here, which I've heard there's a kind of a robot connection that they're trying to turn into on Route 66. So I think there's one outside that I'll have to show you in a second. Connor, you are number 2 to get the stamp because the Buck Adams Cosmic Curios made the new passport book this year in 2022. So I was number 1, first one that you've stamped.
Yes, first official one.
First official one, and you are number 2, Connor.
Right.
Congratulations. Congratulations. That is so cool. Just got pointed out to me on the top shelf. Look at all of this pop culture memorabilia that have been given to them here as gifts. And yes, they do have a Gemini Giant bobblehead. I just picked one of those up at the launching pad in Illinois a couple days ago, and it's cool to see that the old school muffler men are still sending tributes to the new ones. Buck Adams, recently joining Route 66 just a couple years ago here in Tulsa. And right outside the gift shop is robot number 1. Look at this. So talking to the cashier, the story behind this place is there's a woman named Mary Beth Babcock who purchased this old Route 66 gas station a couple years ago and turned it into what it is today, the Cosmic Curios, with Buck Adams as the Muffler Man mascot. But she loves robots. And she got with the lieutenant governor of the state of Oklahoma, who wants to promote tourism here in the state. And they've decided to construct a total of 8 robots along Route 66 in Oklahoma. And this is robot number 1 here in Tulsa. Now, apparently they have a robot number 2 that is in Oklahoma City, and they have 6 more that will be constructed across the Sooner State, the great state of Oklahoma. Get your kicks on Route 66. Creepy pig standing outside the Cosmic Curios. I don't know what the story is, but I think I've seen those at other locations across the United States. Some creepy pig statues, usually advertising barbecue spots. That was awesome. I'm the very first person to get the official Buck Adams Cosmic Curios on 66 stamp. I'm numero uno, the first stamp they've ever done. That's freaking awesome. On the Route 66 Passport Club. Right next door to the Cosmic Curios is this new fast food burger joint called Howdy Burger. Love the burger mascot they've got there with a cowboy and a rope about to lasso some french fries. Solid burgers here at Howdy Burger. Got a big cup of Dr. Pepper and some freshly cut fries on the side. A lot of commercial music, so speaking to this later. And yes, the burgers were fantastic. I'd come here again, thumbs up. I gotta say, Tulsa is a very clean city. Right along the Arkansas River, here just west of downtown Tulsa, is one of the coolest statues you will see along Route 66. It's almost like the East meets the Wild West as we turn west furthermore towards Oklahoma City. I love that. You've got the wagon, the horses, the old jalopy. It's like the Old West, the pioneers meeting the hustle and bustle of the East Coast cities. This is a classic Route 66 statue. That is so cool. Look how terrified this little girl is. She's clutching her, is that a dog or a cat? Her mother looks worried, and these horses are about to stampede on this old jalopy, this old car. I don't think it's a Model T. I don't know what kind of car that would be. But yeah, look at that. It's kind of a horrified expression here. Ah! Don't hurt my cat!
I wonder what's going on here. It's like this guy clearly almost ran into the guy's horses. And he's getting out of the car ready to fight.
I think this says something about Oklahoma drivers. They like to tailgate. That's one thing I've noticed. Look at the cat's expression. Its claws are out. So it just wants to get the heck out of this car. Yeah, a lot of chaos here. Actually, the closer I look at this statue, it's still really cool. But yeah, it's a very chaotic glimpse of the West and the East meeting here in Tulsa, colliding in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm just gonna walk carefully underneath the horse's hoofs. And look at the attention to detail here. They even have a dead grasshopper in the grills of this car. That is so cool. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite statues along Route 66 to stop by and see. You got to do it. You're in Tulsa. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's a real grasshopper. Ooh. No, it's fake. Hey, Connor, I'll give you $5 if you lick the hood of this car. Oh my gosh. I don't know which one to be more afraid of, being crushed by, stampeded and crushed by horses, or crushed by this car. Oh, it's very chaotic here at Route 66. Oh, I don't know. They're both bad. I don't know which one I'd rather be crushed by. I mean, getting crushed is, you're still getting crushed no matter what. All right, I'm done. Auntie Am, what did I do? Oh no, Dorothy. That's a Kansas reference. But anyway, we're in Oklahoma.
Watch out, Connor. Oh, watch out for the horse. Or the car.
Just noticed too, all of the flags are state flags of the states that Route 66 passes through. Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. This is freaking awesome. And look at this. This is the old Route 66. We are standing in the middle of the road, and this is right next to that sculpture, or the statue, I should say, of the East clashing with the West. They actually have the original Route 66. I'm walking on it right now. This is freaking awesome. Cyrus and Avery Memorial Bridge, or Cyrus Avery Memorial Bridge, Route 66. We're looking at it. This is the old bridge. How cool is this? That is a relic of the past right there, and you can see nature slowly taking over the grass and the cracks. But that's it. That is it. That is Route 66 right there, crossing the Arkansas River near downtown Tulsa, Oklahoma. And right over here, there's a smaller bridge. It looks to be a bicycle or a running path. Look at that. They've got route from Chicago through Tulsa to Los Angeles. America's Highway. Oh wait, it stops right there. So I guess it is kind of a path you can walk out to and take in the views of the Arkansas River. Next to the statue as well, the first wagon bridge over the Arkansas River. Crossed the river very near to this spot. The bridge that saved Tulsa. Completed in 1904. You said we couldn't do it, but we did it. I like that quote. Tulsa, the oil capital of the world. The Will Rogers Motor Court. All these old hotel and gas station signs here over the Arkansas River in Tulsa. That is awesome. Free couch if anybody wants one. Yeah, there's a recliner. Looming high on a hilltop near Sapulpa, Oklahoma, is the world's largest gas pump. Here on Route 66, it stands 66 feet high. Kind of a nice little tribute to the Mother Road. And it opened here in 2018, so it's only 4 years old. And we're also parked in a Tesla station parking lot, so don't tell anybody. I don't have a Tesla. But I think it's kind of funny they have a Tesla charging station here below the world's largest gas pump. And that Coca-Cola sign, look at that. That is a thing of beauty on the side of that brick building here in Stroud, Oklahoma. Stroud and Proud, maybe. I don't know. It should be a town saying. Look at that, the Skyliner Motel. Gotta love that googie signage. Just want to say too, flavored licorice, you know, the type you get at like a Jewish deli, is the best road trip snack on earth. Just a tip for you. This is blue raspberry, and we also got watermelon back there, but this flavored licorice is amazing. I am here in Arcadia, Oklahoma, and behind me is the famous Round Barn, built in 1898 by a man named William Oder, who built this using, the wood is from bur oak trees, and he formed these into curves and made a rare round barn. Now, Route 66 actually came after this barn was built. So the Route 66 is right here, this traffic running right alongside the round barn of Arcadia, and I read online that this is the most photographed spot on Route 66. This round barn here in Arcadia. So we're gonna go inside and take a glimpse of the most photographed icon of Route 66. This is the inside of the round barn. A lot of historical facts and a gift shop. The old round barn is on the National Register of Historic Places. And right here, some more info. I guess William Oder and his wife Mira were pioneers, early pioneers that arrived in Oklahoma Territory in 1892 and constructed this round barn. And this is structurally, this historic landmark today remains an engineering wonder. You can also buy a brick, have your name engraved, and placed in front of the round barn for $100. Did you see the monkey inside the house? I don't know what this is. Open the door to see. What the heck? Oh, it's me. I'm the monkey inside the house. Here's some historical information on the round barn. Now, what's interesting, I didn't know this. I don't know if this is true, but they said, why is it round? Well, I guess when the barn was built, William Oder's son claimed that at that time there was a lot of tornadoes here in Oklahoma. My father figured if they had something round, it wouldn't hit the barn. It would go around it because tornadoes are also kind of round in nature. They're cycling wind. But it says here in the early 20th century, round barns were touted to be cyclone-proof. But there's no scientific evidence to that, of course. And you can see the barn. It was painted white in early years. And U.S. Highway 66, of course, was built and was here in front of the barn between 1926 and 1970 is the heydays of Route 66. And they went through numerous preservation and restoration over the last 50 years. The latest, it looks like, in the early 90s when the roof collapsed. The barn was restored and rededicated to the public. And wow, apparently you can go upstairs too. There's a second level to the round barn. Whoa, look at this. The entire second floor is wide open, and I have to say the acoustics in here are crazy. But look at that woodwork. That is incredible. I've never seen anything like that before. Wow, the acoustics are so weird. It's actually kind of making me dizzy in a weird way. It's like when I speak, it bounces off the far walls.
Stand in the middle.
I should, right? So they have like a podium in the center of the barn. This is crazy. Actually, it sounds better when you're in the middle. Yeah, look at all that curved carpentry work. And there's the top of the barn. It's kind of like a giant basket. It's almost like basket weaving, it seems, on a whole nother level. Wow, this is cool. They got music festivals here too. That would be wild. The acoustics in this barn is so weird. I don't know how to explain it, but my voice is bouncing off every curved banister in here. And then when you step in the center of the room, everything kind of centers out here at the barn. This is awesome. Actually, this is the highlight of this. I mean, it's awesome. You know, being from Iowa originally, there's a lot of curve. There's a few round barns in Iowa. But I've never really been in one where the acoustics are quite like this. I honestly don't know how you could hold an event in here, because I feel like with dozens of people in here at once talking and making noise, it would be overwhelming. Let alone a music festival. I don't know how that would work but it is really weird. The acoustics just bounce off all of these walls. Wow. What a cool thing. What a cool experience. So yeah, the round barn, totally worth coming to on Route 66. Here in Arcadia, Oklahoma is a giant pop bottle that illuminates at night and a gas station that's been built in recent years with a soda pop theme. This place probably has one of the biggest pop collections in the world. So we're gonna go inside and collect a few different flavors to try. Oh my gosh, look at all of this pop. Flavor upon flavor of soda. So much to choose from, so many unique flavors, some sweet and some just downright disgusting. Here at Pops, the new convenience store and soda fountain in Arcadia, Oklahoma. So what you do here is you can get a 6-pack of your choice here on Route 66. You get a box here, Pops, and you get to fill them up with all kinds of wacky flavors and try them later. All right, Connor, what should we get? So we found the unique and most likely disgusting flavors, although horchata is really good. I like horchata, but look at this. Bacon, soda, Monster Mucus, Gamer Goop, mustard and ranch dressing flavored soda, and I don't even know what would be in Martian poop. That's a unique one. That's weird. I'm ready for Martian poop. But yeah, so on top of all the really good sweet flavors that they have in the cooler, they've got all these unique flavors here as well. Pumpkin pie soda, spaghetti soda, blue cheese dressing. Oh, just absolutely disgusting sounding. Look at this. They've got butter soda as well. They got everything here. You could think of any kind of flavor and they most likely have it here. Even worm ooze. If you were thinking of worm ooze, they've got that too. I mean, look at all the different flavors they have in the coolers. They're all well organized too. These are all sweet looking flavors. Green sodas, lime, lemon, cheerwine. They've got coconut flavored sodas. You name it, from all over the United States. Grape, blueberry, orange soda too, and cherry. So yeah, you will definitely get your soda fix on here at Pops. They even have a cafe here as well. You can grab a snack you can eat and get pretty much any type of soda, pop, whatever you call it, you can think of. Sugared water, sugary water. Let's go with that one. Yeah, I love the colors of pop bottles that they have along these windows as well too. You can't take these, they're on display, but look how cool this is. So there's the Oklahoma State Capitol.
It's big as a whole. Oklahoma's a very clean state.
And here's the famous Gold Dome of Oklahoma City. Right there. This is where he pauses, he sees the twister, and he moves forward.
This is the exact spot. Yeah, this looks just like the videos.
Oh, this is like deja vu, man. Back in 2013.
Of course, he's going like 80 probably.
Oh yeah, I can't even imagine.
Flying into the
Oh, shit. Can you imagine racing a tornado on this thing? So we stopped just outside of Reno, Oklahoma to pay respects to a couple of storm chasers that lost their lives during the famous El Reno tornado that struck here in 2013. There are a lot of videos online of this destructive storm that you can watch, and this is the very road my brother and I just traversed, where the Twistex team spent the last minutes of their lives. The car was thrown by this tornado, and its ravaged remains was found right here at this spot where the memorial is now. So my brother and I wanted to come and pay our respects. We are also fascinated by severe storms, severe weather. I myself witnessed an F2 tornado in Iowa City, Iowa, when I was in college, and have always been fascinated by the power of the wind. Before me is the memorial for the Twistex team. This is Paul Samaras, Tim Samaras' son. Of course, there is Tim Samaras, an acclaimed scientist, and his colleague, meteorologist Carl Jung. The three of them worked for Discovery Channel and were part of the Twistex team, which studied tornadoes and severe weather and the impacts that they have on the planet. Pretty wild to believe that this monstrous F5 tornado was right here in this very field that I'm looking at back in 2013. And this thing was a beast, over a mile wide, a big wedge, and it had multiple vortexes, little smaller tornadoes circling the big one. But these smaller tornadoes were even faster wind speeds, in excess of 300 miles an hour. And one of these vortex tornadoes is what hit the Twistex team car and threw it into the air and unfortunately killed all three of them. That all took place right here on this road. Hello, cow. No joke, there was a cow herd over here that were over across the field, but now they're all coming towards me. The herd of cows are curious and coming towards me as we're paying our respects at this tornado memorial. Hello, cows. All these cows are also paying their respects. Do you remember the El Reno tornado? Oh, he just shook his hoof. Do you remember the El Reno tornado? I'll take that as a yes. Take that as a yes. I'm glad you survived to tell the tale. Glad you survived. Thank you, cows. Thank you for paying respects. Definitely an old bridge. Oh, this is awesome. This is huge.
Off the beaten road.
This is the coolest bridge we've been on, I think.
It's really long.
This is huge. I know, that's something. We're in Hydro, Oklahoma, and this is Lucilles, which is a famous roadhouse. Lucille Hammond ran this from 1931 till the day she died in the year 2000, and she became such a famous hostess, and this roadhouse drew visitors from all over Route 66, that she has been coined the mother of the Mother Road. And this was her famous establishment, Lucilles, right here off of Route 66 in Oklahoma. All right, right, Connor. So we got a couple sodas at Pops that we're going to be taste testing throughout the rest of this trip, and we're sitting at Lucilles. You can see the gas pumps behind us. So even though Lucilles is abandoned, it's been empty for a long time, we thought it would be a good tribute to her, the mother of the Mother Road, to have one last drink here at Lucilles. So cheers to this. I've got Grand Teton grape soda.
I've got the coconut.
Oh yeah.
From Boots Beverages.
Boots Beverages coconut soda.
Nothing's appetizing like
Now, I've
Boots.
never had a coconut soda. I've had a grape, but not Grand Teton. So anyway, cheers to the mother of the Mother Road.
Cheers.
That's good.
That's really good too.
Is that good?
Yeah.
All right. Jackson. This is made in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Apparently, too.
This was Texas somewhere. Bryan, Texas.
Brian?
Bryan.
Do you think we're going to go pass through that in the Panhandle later tonight, or maybe not? I don't know.
Never heard of it.
It's Bryan, Texas. So let me try that one. You want to try the grape?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna test. We're brothers. Whatever. Germs are germs. Coconut soda.
That's good too.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, right?
That's really good. I've never had coconut soda. That's really, really good.
Refreshing.
That's very refreshing. Well, we have a lot more driving to do this evening, and we're hoping to make it to the Texas state line before the sun comes down. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see. There's still a lot of things to do in the Texas Panhandle. I'm going to tape some of that tonight while we can, because I know there's some famous spots with neon lights. But our final destination is Amarillo, Texas. So bear with us. We've got a lot more to show you. All right, let's keep going. And just a few miles away from the very roadhouse that Lucille owned and ran is her final resting place, the mother of the Mother Road, buried in a cemetery just north of the town of Hydro, Oklahoma. The mother of the Mother Road. Rest in peace. The road beckons. We must move on through Oklahoma towards Texas. Here's a photo of Lucille, the mother of the Mother Road. Again, just some more information of the original roadhouse. But this is a newer, I should say. This is a newer roadhouse that's located in the town of Weatherford. It's also called Lucille's Roadhouse, and you can actually eat here. You can purchase Route 66 memorabilia here at the gift shop, and grab a beer too if you need to take a break from the road. But this is amazing. So they have a newer Lucille's Roadhouse in the neighboring town. This is awesome. They have a whole 50s era style diner room. So there's the new Lucille's Roadhouse. Here's a map of the Mother Road, Route 66. Now again, we started in Chicago. We're going westbound today. We are in, currently Weatherford, which is right here. And the plan tonight is to head to Amarillo. So we are way behind schedule. But we will be exploring Amarillo and the Texas Panhandle tomorrow. But yeah, this is amazing. And then right here too there's the original Lucille's Roadhouse that we just saw. That's just a few miles away. The mother of the Mother Road, Lucille's. Welcome to Texas, 5th state on Route 66. All right, we're in Texas now. It's official. Looking inside the U-Drop Cafe, it is closed currently, but there is a booth right there where Elvis Presley sat and dined. You can see they have photos of Elvis on the wall. Yeah, that very booth right there. Supposedly Elvis Presley sat and dined at the U-Drop Inn Cafe. Well, we made it to Shamrock, Texas, the 5th state on our journey to Arizona on Route 66. And behind me is perhaps the most iconic, one of the most iconic buildings you can see here on Route 66. This is the Conoco Tower Station. And connected to this as well is the U-Drop Inn Cafe. Now, this beautiful building was created in 1936, and it still stands here on the corner in Shamrock, Texas. And it's just so magical looking with all of these neon lights, this Art Deco architecture. It's just otherworldly, and it's perhaps, I would say this is probably the most photogenic building that you can find along Route 66. Well, we have a long journey still ahead. Our final destination is Amarillo, Texas, where we'll be calling it a night. We've got a lot more to do tomorrow in Amarillo and exploring the panhandle of Texas. So thanks for joining me on day 3 of my journey on Route 66. It's been an epic day, it's been a long day, and I can't wait to get up early and do it all again and explore the Texas Panhandle on the Mother Road. So this is Eric with the Get Me Out of Here vlog. It's time for me to get out of here.